Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of the Jackstar Promotions broadcast, where today Dale and myself, Josh, will be talking about various motorsport news and the promotion itself. So, hello everyone. Dale, would you like to say hello?
Hello, how are we all doing?
First of all, we'll be talking about the coronavirus problem and it affecting motorsports all over the UK and world.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
No.
There's a load of marshals, commentators, people behind the scenes at the tracks, and drivers. A lot of them looking forward to this year.
Recently, all motorsporting events have been postponed until further notice, including the Formula 1 Grand Prix. What do you think about it all, Dale?
I don't know when they'll get back racing, myself.
I mean, it is pretty disappointing about the Formula 1 because I know there are millions of people that were going to watch them. It's also disappointing about most meetings for the stock car leagues and touring cars, etc. And is there any event that you was most excited about this year and why?
Skeggy teams. Last few seasons they've run it, they've always had a good turnout. Spectators and drivers.
They've also put on quite a good show, haven't they?
Yeah, they always put on a good show. You've got
is
good
there
bunch of teams in there. You've got
teams?
Grey and Black, Blues Boys, Stinkbridge, Aftermath, amongst other teams. They always put on a good show.
I mean, I was mostly looking forward to the Speed Weekend at Ipswich this year, which for the National Hot Rods was a big meeting for them, which it'll be quite disappointing to see them not race, because I know it's very fast racing. I was also looking forward to the Unlimited National Banger World Final, also hosted at Ipswich, which was going to be quite entertaining. I know they always put on a good show, they always have a very good turnout, very fast racing, very big crashes, very, very pretty cars. They always like to go above and beyond with the paint jobs. Was there any other meetings you were mostly excited about, Dale?
The F1 meetings.
Is that because they're real entertaining to watch? Because they always like to stick the bumper in.
Known for watching my stock cars. Go with my dad. Actually see who's got the engine to beat Tom Harris this year. I know Matt Newsom won't.
What was I going to say? I think Frankie Wayman Jr. was a bit disappointed last year to losing his silver roof, and I think this year it would have been a good year for him to try and retain or reclaim that silver roof, maybe even the gold, or at least something for this year. Wouldn't you say?
I think Frankie's won his. Yeah, I'm a Frankie fan, but he's won everything that he needs to win. It's time for Danny and Frankie JJ and Phoebe to start winning stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah. Also, on to the next subject. Also, Jackstar Promotion season is going pretty well so far. Personally, I think that a lot more drivers have been turning up to a lot more meetings and giving the promotion a good review. Is there anything that you think is, well, what do you really think about that? People giving good reviews and enjoying the race meetings, etc.
I'm glad to hear people are enjoying the meetings. The meetings are way better than what they were the first season we ran on Wreckfest. There's more competition now with the drivers. A lot less arguing and moaning about being taken out.
I mean, a lot more of the newer drivers are starting from like as young as 7 years old. I mean, we've got young Declan, 180 champ. He's just recently turned 7, and he's been, I think he's been doing a real good job showing all us older ones how it's really done, hasn't he?
Yeah, he likes taking that Race King 180 out.
Yeah.
He does.
He likes to, he goes after everyone, anyone and everyone. He's
Don't
one of
go,
them where,
don't go past him because he'll take you out.
yeah, he's one of them where I think he enjoys the racing. He's one of them where he'll either rod the race or he'll mainly wreck the race. Not wreck it as in annoy people. He'll do it for the laugh. He'll stop who he wants to stop. He'll go for whatever he thinks is best for him during that race. Also, I think that with the newer drivers, we've been attracting some lady banger drivers as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a couple of lady banger drivers coming through. Big
I
Ginge,
mean,
341's one of them. We're waiting for one to get a PlayStation, and she's on about coming racing with us. But if we get enough lady banger drivers, we will host a lady banger championship every month.
yeah, which I think will be a lot more. At least it gets them into the sport, don't it? It gets them.
Yeah, it gets them what we're doing.
I mean, we're only. I know it's online and I know it's like only a game, but it gets them interested into the actual meetings themselves, doesn't it?
Yeah, like my missus, she plays this. She went to her first banger meeting in October at Skeg. She loved it. She can't wait to go again.
Yeah. Talking of the Jackstar meetings, I hear that the Spring Speed Weekend last weekend was it was recent. And can you tell us how that went for you personally?
For me personally, I thought it was a big success. We had good drive both nights. We had excellent drivers.
Very
You
fast
know,
racing. I
very
think it was
fast
very fast
racing.
racing.
Good crashing in bangers. We had a couple of non-contact classes. All the drivers did well in them.
Saloons were definitely the main class to watch. They were constantly putting the bumpers in. I
Saloons,
think
yes, saloons.
they are a
People do
crowd
like the
pleaser.
saloons, especially the car that we're using for the saloons. It is a nice car to use, nice car to drive.
And was you expecting for the people that won the Golden Helmet and the British Championship in Lightning Rods to be Dale LSC 89 and Kieran Seals 996?
No, I wasn't. In the saloons, I thought Rookie 924. He led the race, most of the race. He was very unlucky on the last lap to be caught out. He drove a hell of a race in on the saloons on that night, as well as in the Lightning Rods. I thought Monk 007 was very unlucky. I honestly thought he was going to win it.
I mean, me personally, I know that I think that for the saloons, I was for sure that Rookie was definitely going to win the Golden Helmet. Because
I was.
I noticed that he was consistent throughout the entire race, did not
He
slip up once. He's a
he doesn't
fast
slip up in
driver.
race. He is a fast driver.
I mean, he
He
is one
was
of them
just
where we need to watch out for. We need to
very
watch out.
unlucky in that
Everyone needs to watch
on
out
that
for
last
him.
lap.
Yeah.
He were.
Kieran Seals, he's been a driver recently, hasn't he? Kieran Seals 996, he's been a regular driver recently, we know for
Yeah, he turns
Jackstar.
up every meeting.
We know that he likes to put on a crash as well. He likes to rod. He does a bit of both every now and again. But for a championship wise, in a non-contact, I was, not to sound rude, but I was totally not expecting it at all. I noticed that Rookie and Carlos were doing quite well, and then Carlos Kim 391, I think got taken out at the last minute, and then Kieran just swooped in and took the win.
I think I do feel sorry for Kieran sometimes. He's very unlucky in championships.
Yeah,
He should win
yeah,
more than what he does.
yeah. I mean, we have the unlimited National Bangers Figure of Eight World Championship coming up tomorrow. That race has been very entertaining for a lot of drivers, as you will agree.
Yes, championship I've
Um,
won myself.
um, but most disappointing race for some of the drivers as well. We have some previous winners like Mad Mob 462 and Carlos Kim 391, which defending champion is Mad Mob, but unfortunately won't be able to make it due to being banned. Kieran Sills has come up very close to winning it quite a lot of times, but he has been taken out last minute, which we know has frustrated him, and he's been stuck in the wall, and he's raged over it, which, to be fair, every other driver would probably do. But personally, what are your predictions, Dale, for winning the Figure of Eight World Championship? What are your predictions? Who do you reckon will win it? Because we have
There's a good load of drivers
there is a
that can win it.
very wide
There's
variety of
Rookie
drivers.
924, Killer M Colborne,
Big Dosser,
Big Dosser.
190.
There's Mick W355 if he turns up. There's Big Ginge. There's Kieran Sills if he don't
232.
if he don't end up in a wall.
There's Declan, 180 champ. There's Race King. Who else is there? There's a wide variety of drivers.
Jackstar 294. He's
Yep.
always a good outsider to bet on.
Yep. Shane Donner, 264.
Shane Donner, he deserves to win a championship. He does.
What about the Monk 007? What do you think?
The Monk is a good driver. He is a good driver. He knows how to do both rod and crash.
There is one I think we are very forgetful of, I think, at the moment. And what about if we had, I don't know, like an outsider come in who's never really raced it before? So, for example, I don't know, I'm trying to think of someone who's booked in for previous meetings. What would you say if someone like just trying to think now, who else has booked in for previous meetings who we also think that could be a strong, like, person who could win it for this year? Who else do you reckon could win it?
Bilge Boy, 18.
Yes,
if he
definitely
books in.
Bilge. He could win it. He could not. He could go out for the stop. You never
knows
do
how
know.
to crash and
He is definitely known as the one-man wrecking crew. There could be one of the Syme boys, Charlie Syme. Well, yep, he could possibly book in.
You never know about him.
Yeah, you never do know. Who else could we possibly have? But yeah, it's limitless. It's just pure luck on the night.
In the previous races, I've been going round. I've had Killer M Colborne take me out numerous times over the centre.
Yeah.
I've also another driver that could win it, Loose Goose 155.
Yes, he's been turned up to recent meetings, hasn't he?
He's turned up to recent meetings. He's quite quick.
He's quite strong as well. He's very strong with knowing how to crash.
He's hard to get past.
Yes, definitely.
He is.
I think
also there's another driver. He don't book him very much, but when he does, he knows how to drive a wingman. Phil Sills.
Name of that Phil. Yes, definitely.
He does
Phil
know how.
Sills.
He did a team to two meeting with Big Ginge. He'll helping her out a hell of a lot.
Yeah. But personally, if there was to be one person who you think could win, who would that person be?
Shane Donner 264.
And why do you reckon that is?
He's another one. Deserves a championship. They all
He
deserve
definitely does.
championships. Just matter of luck.
It is. It's luck on the night. I think from my point of view, I think that either Big Ginge 314 deserves it. She hasn't really won much before. So you never do know. Declan could also win it. He's a young driver. He's new to it. He's been doing a lot of meetings recently. He's been doing very well with crashing. So you never know what could happen with him. Who else could win it? I'm
Race King
thinking
could win
maybe
it. Race
Race
King
King could
180.
win it. He's a very fast driver.
Last few meetings he's got quick.
He's been getting quicker and quicker. I reckon there might be something going on there, but we never do know. He could be working on something with his cars. He could be tweaking them a little bit.
I know what it is, but I can't say.
He could be tweaking. You never know. But I think for certain predictions of winning it, I think definitely the mob. No, not the mob. The Monk. 007.
The Monk
He is
007.
very, very consistent with racing. He's turned up to nearly every single meeting so far for Jackstar. He's been doing very well with crashing. He's been doing very well with rodding as well. He's a very quick driver, very hard to keep up with, and also he's a very good laugh with as well. He doesn't take it too seriously. He's only there for the laugh, and like I say, you never do know with what could happen.
It's always that first crossover when cars are spread out.
Yeah, once they're spread out, you never know. Your game could be over, your game could not be over. You never do know.
No, you don't.
Do we have any questions from anybody, or is anybody watching at all that would like to ask any serious
If
questions?
anybody wants to ask us a question, serious question,
Nothing.
give us a message on Messenger.
Messenger or on the stream if possible. So we'll just have a wait. Is there anything else that we could like to talk about? I know for sure with the whole coronavirus thing, we can go back to that if you want to. I think with the coronavirus thing, with the details we keep on being given, 1 minute it's going to be 2 weeks, then it's 3 weeks, then it's going to be another 3 weeks on top of that. It could be, they keep on saying, till the end of June, maybe even start of September.
Hold on, we've got some questions.
Oh, have we? Right,
Yes.
far away.
What meets have we got coming up this week?
Right, for meets coming up this week, we
so
have...
Tonight we've got
Gold Rush,
1600s Gold Rush round 2 with support from Selling Stock Cars. Tomorrow night the Unlimited Banger Figure of 8 World Final. Thursday night we have got Classic Hot Rods and Bangers Crash for the NHS.
Have we got anything for Friday night?
I don't know yet.
If so, we could possibly do a Crash Attack meeting, or maybe King of Peak, or maybe something for the saloons. Like, we don't really know yet. We haven't really got that far.
We've also had another question.
Have we?
Who is gonna qualify for the 1600s World Final tonight?
Oh, that is a very good question. For the 1600s, well, who do you think personally could qualify? So I think, who's already qualified, do you know?
Race King, and I think Killer M Colborne.
Right, so Killer M Colborne and Race King. So I think for definite for sure, Rookie, because I know there's 2 spots, Rookie and Dale LSC. Who do you think?
I think Big Ginge 341.
Yeah, outsider, underdog, she could qualify. Is there anybody else that you think could qualify? Because I know there's 2 spots.
There's a good bunch of drivers in there tonight. They're all quick. They all like to have a crash.
Yeah.
I think could be anybody's two qualifying spots.
It's anybody's game, I think, completely. Anybody's game.
It's around a decent track tonight. It's a good
I
track
think it's...
we're using. Not going to tell any of you which one it is, because I know what you'll be doing, setting all your cars up, so you can wait to find out till later.
Yeah. We've got another question here. It says, when's the next Saloon Championship?
Be next month.
And I think isn't that the Dutch Championship?
That'll be the Dutch Championship.
Hang on, I've got to check our schedule. Let me just quickly check. 'Cause I know we've got a list somewhere of what championships we're doing first.
We've even had a request to do a shout out.
Oh, who are we shouting out? Is there any?
We're shouting out to the person that snapped his leg in a rookie banger at Skegness Stadium.
Shout out to Kieran Palmer.
Kieran Palmer,
Palmer.
You can't race a rookie. Give up.
Come on, boy. It's a broadcast. You gotta be kind.
I am being kind. He knows I'm only joking with him.
Yeah, the Dutch Championship will be hosted at some point in April. I was going to ask that. That will be hosted in April. I mean, yeah. Is there any more questions that you've got, Dale, from anyone?
No.
I mean, I don't have any other questions from
No.
anyone, so that's it then for first episode, guys.
Well,
I hope you've enjoyed.
each week we're going to have a guest.
Yeah.
Have a guest driver.
So the day, if anyone's wondering for what days we are going to do it on, this was only a tester, so it will only be hosted on a Saturday. But because this one was only a tester, we've decided to host it today before the race meeting happens. I think, yeah, we will definitely be having a special guest every time. We are one host down at the moment, so we are missing Killam at Colborne, Matthew.
He doesn't say much. Just bear
he doesn't
with
really
us.
say much, so, well,
He's in love.
Yeah. We're just waiting for him, so we'll wait for... He'll be with us for next episode, definitely. But I think the first guest will be a definite surprise, I think, for the first... Well, this is the first episode, but for the first special guest, it will be very different, so...
That will be out Saturday.
Yeah, well, that will be out next Saturday. Well, this Saturday coming up. It will be... When will it be? Should we say 6 o'clock time? The usual times?
Yeah, 6 o'clock time.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Depends if we're running a meeting at that time.
Yeah.
We've got a meeting on at 9 o'clock.
I hope you have enjoyed, guys. So, I think we're going to wrap it up there. So, we'll see you all later.
Thanks for listening. See you later.